Kentucky. Great game, a game that the Cats led by 4 to 10 points nearly the entire game. They got up, I counted about 6 times they got up 10 points with a chance to kind of run it away, and then Louisville would always come down, usually hit a 3, get it back to 7, and it kind of fluctuated. Kentucky never lost the lead, but they also weren't able to pull away. However, they still got the victory, and really an awesome day for Kentucky basketball. Lamont Butler is the story. After having not played the last 2 games with an injury, he comes out and is just excellent. 33 points, 10 for 10 shooting, the 3rd most baskets made without a miss in Kentucky history. Only Rodney Dent and Melvin Turpin had more baskets without missing a shot. 10 for 10. Pretty amazing. All the guys in the top 7 are all bigs, and he's a point guard and went 10 for 10. 6 for 6 from 3, and a lot of huge shots when he did it. I thought his threes to start the second half were kind of crucial to the victory. Just a great performance. He controlled the game. When he was in, Kentucky was the far better team. When he was out, we struggled. I think if we didn't know before he was the most important player on the team, we certainly know now. He was named MVP of the game. I thought it was an excellent, excellent performance. So just some thoughts in general about the game. You had, obviously, Lamont Butler played well. I thought Jackson Robinson played well without scoring. He had 8 rebounds. I thought he played really good defense when he was his man didn't really do a whole lot. Obviously, Hepburn and Edwards were their big scorers, but I thought he played really well without scoring a ton. You know, Otega-Oweh, for about 35 minutes, you could have forgotten he was playing. He actually was out of the game quite a bit, more than usual. And then in the last 4 minutes, he probably makes the 3 biggest plays of the game. His steal and a dunk was at a crucial time. His and one towards the end, his three-pointer. I mean, Oweh had 8 points in the last 4 minutes, and Kentucky probably doesn't win without him. So 36 minutes, maybe a little slow, but right at the end shows why he's so good. I thought Kobe Brea really struggled most of the game, especially on defense. But in my opinion, the biggest shot of the night might have been his 3 he hit with the guy on him. Louisville was on a run, had cut it to 3. He hit a contested 3, and while defensively he was a real weakness, I thought that was a big play in the second half. But overall, hat tip to Pat Kelsey's team. They are obviously a lot better, but they also play hard. Seem like relatively likable guys compared to some of the Louisville teams over the years. I liked Billy, the fight. Has to be the most aggressive fight with no punches thrown in history.
Aggressive
right?
pushing, yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know if there was pushing. I think everybody kept their hands down to the side. I don't really know what Brandon Garrison was doing, but there was a lot of them. There was only one of him. Mark Pope somehow came, and if you see the picture, it looked like he put Pat Kelsey in a headlock. I don't think that's what that's what he did, but the still frame picture makes it look like he did. But that's what you want in a good rivalry, right? Like you want some aggressiveness, and you want some sort of you want to see 2 teams who really care, and I think you had that tonight. And Mario was just here, and he said to me it was the loudest he had ever heard Rupp Arena, and I think that's during the second half. I think that's another great sign. I mean, this fan base has connected with this group. When you consider when the season started, the fact that there's probably never been a Kentucky team in history that the fan base knew less about than this one. Matter of fact, I'm certain there's never been a Kentucky team where the fans knew less about them. We didn't have any players continue from last year. With the exception of Travis Perry, most people never even followed these guys at any point in their careers. And then all of a sudden they're just on the team. And I thought to myself, will fans connect with a group of guys that they know nothing about? Well, the answer to that question is certainly yes. I mean, these guys get what the uniform means. And at a time when lots of people, including my good friend Tony Vanetti, sit here and say, oh, college sports are ruined, college basketball's ruined, how could you not love this group? This game tonight, to me, is exactly why I love college athletics. The fact that some of these guys are getting money now didn't change how hard they tried. It didn't change how hard they played. And it didn't change what the names on the front of the jerseys meant. You had a Louisville player flipping off Kentucky students. You had Peyton Siva yelling at a group of Kentucky students, barking back and forth. You had Kentucky players getting into it on the Louisville sidelines. You had Kentucky players throwing L's down after the game is over. It was a great chapter in the rivalry. And while both teams, I think, maybe have had more talent, I'm not sure you've had a lot of that have cared as much as the guys did tonight. And I think that's what made the win special. Kentucky is now 10-1. They go to New York to play Ohio State Saturday. It's finals week, so there's no game during the week. Play Ohio State Saturday in Madison Square Garden. Ohio State does not look to be very good. They lost by 40 today to Auburn. So a good week of getting rested up, and then they'll have 10 days where they'll only have one game before they start SEC play. Beat Duke, beat Gonzaga, beat Louisville. It's a pretty good start to the Mark Pope era. Also, a little special announcement for there are going to be 5 Saturday home games this year where if we win the game, on the Sunday after the game, we will have an autograph signing with one of the players here at KS Bar. This was game 1. So Jackson Robinson will be at KS Bar tomorrow from 2 to 3:30. You can come meet him, get an autograph, take a picture from 2 to 3:30, while the Bengals, by the way, are playing the Titans as well. So hope you guys will come out and go watch or come say hi to Jackson Robinson. And I bet he'll throw some L's down for you, too, if you want.